Okay, friends, we are here with our last Azure order of the year. So we got a pretty good deal on this. Azure was running a special discount on all of their products that they make for 15% off. So I had maybe 2 items in the cart that weren't Azure products, and I went ahead and switched them out to the Azure brand. Normally, I would get the 50-pound bag of the Central Milling flour. I switched that out for the Azure brand and the organic pastry flour. I have used this before and I do like it. It's just a little bit more expensive than the Central Milling that I usually buy, which works out to be, I think, 90 something cents a pound for organic. This was a little bit more expensive, but with the 15% off, it made it around the same price. I think like $1.03 a pound. I'll have to look at that again, but we went ahead and went with this. We have 50 pounds of organic. It is pastry flour, but like I said, I've used this before and I would say it's more similar to an all-purpose flour. So we're going to be using that for our breads and our treats. And then we got a 5-pound bag of mashed potatoes. The organic mashed potatoes, I don't use these as potatoes usually. I will use these as additives into soups and things to thicken them up. And they're also good for like potato pancakes and things like that. We finally got some of the jars I've been trying to get for the last few months. Every time I tried to get them, they would be sold out. This is the Azure brand half-gallon jars, and I've got to say these are just beautiful. Let me see if I can get that on camera. I hope it's showing really well, but they are so pretty. Like, I am really happy with these, and they came, you can get them with or without the lids. I did order them with the lids, and I got those with the superb lids on there. I wish I would have had a lot more money than I had right now, because these jars are on sale already, and then with the discount code it made them extremely affordable. So I'm sad that I couldn't stock up. I would have bought more of these, and I would have bought more of the pints and the quarts, but we are limited on our funds, so this is all I could do. I did go ahead and get the large container of their dish soap and the citrus fragrance. I really like the way this one smells. It smells like you're peeling an orange, just that fresh, clean smell. They do have, I think, even a 5-gallon that you can get of this, but this was as big as I could go right now. So it's 128 fluid ounces on that one. I will be also, some of this stuff is going to also be used for Christmas. I'm going to be refilling some jars and things to share with my family. That way they can try Azure and they're getting something useful for Christmas. So we'll be doing this in another video soon. And we got one package of the coffee filters from If You Care. I really like this brand. I use their parchment papers and their muffin cups, and I really like them. They do not bleach their products. So we got these. We use a drip system for our coffee, or a pour over, and that should last us a good while. There's 100 filters in there. Whoops. I got one bottle. There we go. You can see it now. This is pure oregano essential oil. If you don't know, oregano is a really good antibiotic. We've used it on several occasions, but I'm also wanting to keep this on hand for my chickens. This is also a really good antibiotic for them, and you can just drop some in their water and supplement them that way. But it was a really good price on this. It was 10 something. I don't know. I'm going to tag all of these items with prices when I get to the editing part of this video. I got 2 bags of their non-GMO cornmeal. This is the medium grind. This one is a little bit better for the cornmeal. I do have their regular. It's a larger grind, but I wanted something a little bit more fun. Unfortunately, they don't sell this in a larger bag as of right now, so I had to just get 2 of their 5-pound bags. I would have bought 25 pounds had they had it, because we use quite a bit of cornmeal, but this is okay. I can put both of these bags in a bucket, and that'll work for me. I finally got their premium coconut cream. I did buy a case of their coconut milk, but when I bought it, everything was sold out except for the one that had the guar gum in it, and I wanted one without the guar, and that is a thickener if you don't know, but I just prefer it without that in it, and this one is what I was looking for. And I prefer the coconut cream because that's much thicker. This will be amazing in curries. I can't wait to try that soon. The Azure brand of the coconut cream, I've had many of the other organic brands you can buy in the stores, and they are really good. You can also whip these creams up for a whipped cream. I bought another one of these spoons, and I lost one in a house fire, and then the one I bought recently from Azure has somehow disappeared. Does that happen to you guys? Like, I don't know. It used to be forks and things, but now it's even stuff like that. Like, I don't understand. This is one of the other Christmas items that I got. Just their walnut sponges. We've used these several times, and we really like them. But it's just a little cheap filler in the Christmas bags that I'm making. Hopefully my family isn't watching this, but as we are very limited on funds this year, we're doing a lot of homemade things, and if I am giving something that I purchased, it's going to be very practical and usable by people, because everyone that I know is struggling right now and really appreciates things that they can honestly use. So I got one for each of my families, and then we got, this is something that I've been wanting to buy for a good while. They're a little bit pricier, but since the discount code was usable on these, I went ahead and got them. I have had these before, the garbanzo beans, but not from Azure, that are the black. Anytime you get anything that is darker in color and nature, it's going to be full of nutrition and usually full of antioxidants. The adzuki, even like reds, purples, things like that, same thing. The adzuki beans are actually the highest in antioxidants of all beans. So I'm excited to use these in some soups, and they don't have a super beany taste, if that makes sense. I'm really interested in what I'm going to do with these black garbanzo beans. I haven't made up my mind yet what recipe I'm going to try yet first, but I'm excited about those. And then we went ahead and restocked on our garlic. If you see any of my cooking videos, usually I have this in one of the recipes that I'm doing. This is just a dry minced garlic. I've bought this from Azure for 3 years now, and I love this stuff, and it has a really good flavor. It's almost roasted. They do have one that is roasted, but to me this also tastes like that. So anyway, since they had the discount code, it was time to stock up, because I haven't seen this actually go on any sales. So I'm gonna put some of this into jars and then seal some of it up in Mylarn. So that is our Azure haul. I will be probably ordering again in the next year, probably maybe like around the springtime. I'm not sure, but like I said, we're trying to really buckle down on our grocery budget, and we are really going to be going through our Azure products. Azure has helped me tremendously with stocking my pantry, and if you are trying to do that, and if you wonder why people use Azure, it is one of the cheapest places to order your bulk foods from, and they always offer non-GMO and organic items, and that's sometimes really hard to find in bulk. So when you break down the prices, it actually ends up being quite a bit cheaper than the store, especially for the organic items. They do have some, if you don't care for the organics or non-GMOs, they do have traditional non-GM or non-organic and just regular items. Those are even cheaper if you're interested. So if you have the money, you know, to go ahead and invest in building your pantry, this is a great way to do it. You can order in bulk, and when you break it down per pound or per ounce, you are actually spending much less than you do when you go into the store and buy like a 5-pound bag of flour or cornmeal or, you know, beans, anything. So anyways, I love you all. Sorry I'm a little bit mixed up on my words here. I'm still a little stuffy with my sinuses, so it's really kind of making it hard to talk. But we are still going through some of the after effects of COVID. We're pretty much better except for the sinus things. If you've had COVID, let me know if you had the same issue afterwards. We're still doing some sinus spray with the silver, and that's clearing it up quite a bit. But anyway, we're getting there. So I hope you're all okay. I hope you're all going to have a wonderful Christmas. I hope you're all blessed with family and love and food and warmth, and I hope that continues throughout the next year that's coming. So I love you all. Merry Christmas, friends, and stay blessed. All right, bye, friends.